Can ghosts get jealous? When your attention is off of them, even for a little while, can they remind you that they do indeed exist? Sharp edges is true, inexplicable stories. Do sharp edges exist between what we perceive and reality? Here is a true ghost story of a morning and what happened when I stepped out of a haunted house into the daylight. Be sure to stay to the end and find out what took place when I tried to get back in. The day started in the usual way. My husband went to work, I took the kids to school, and then I returned home alone to clean up the kitchen before I spent the day in my home office with my eyes glued to my 2 computer screens. Being from New England, we have 2 kitchen back doors, a heavy wooden inner door and an outside aluminum storm door. When the weather is nice, we often have the inner door open so the light comes in. The storm door, however, is closed and often hook-locked. Then and now, when I'm alone, I lock the storm door with a hook at the very top of the door. We installed it that way because we have a pool and he didn't want the kids to just wander off unsupervised into the backyard. At the time of this story, the hook was new and very tight. I often needed to pry it loose to open the door. This morning, like most, before my day job took over all my attention until lunch, I headed out the back door to spend some time with my 2 dogs. We all looked forward to this 10 minutes of fun as both dogs ran through the door and I ran after them. We left the inner door wide open. I remember hearing the storm door bang shut behind me as I walked across the porch and down towards the pool in the fenced-in yard. I threw the ball a bit on our grassy section and played tag with the 2 dogs. And then we were heading back towards the back porch. Our morning ritual was done. We had a lot of fun running around. We were laughing, barking, and playing. But it was time to go in. But when I got to the back door, the storm door wouldn't open. I could see into the sunny, quiet, empty kitchen. The latch on the handle clicked, but the door wouldn't open. It even bent a bit, the door, but it still was stuck at the very top where that hook lock was located. That was odd. The dogs, expecting they were going in, were barking, their heads pressed up against the door as they anticipated it opening so that they can grab a drink of water. But I couldn't do it. I tried pushing on the door and retried the handle. I even hit it a little on the outside where the lock was located, at the top, but no luck. I finally gave up trying to pry the door open. I left the dogs in the backyard, grabbed the hidden spare key, and opened the cellar door. I then climbed the rickety wooden stairs, and thank God the cellar door leading to the kitchen was shut, but not locked. I then walked into the kitchen. The inner door was how I left it, wide open, the sun streaming in. I was really expecting to see the hook jabbed in between the door and the door jamb. No, the hook was hooked in the eye. By the time this happened, the dogs were really making a ruckus. They wanted me to open the door. They could see me from the porch, so I reached up to unlock the door. The hook was not slightly in the hole. It wasn't a little bit off. It was solidly locked tight, and I needed to pry it open with some effort. So I opened the door and let the dogs in, and I called for my husband. He must have returned home for some reason and locked me out of the house. I didn't think it was very funny, but there was nothing. So I went to see if his car was in the driveway. Not there. The 2 dogs and I were alone. How do you think the door happened to get locked and keep me out of the house? What do you think happened? Could it be that my resident ghost was not fond of me playing with my dogs and having a great time? Could he have been jealous of the cries of laughter coming from the backyard? Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening to Sharp Edges, Inexplicable But True. If you like listening to true stories that make you question what you see and call reality, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment. And finally, if you have a true story that you would like to share, be sure to send it to sharpedges2021@gmail.com. Until next time, look out for those sharp edges.